Today is Indigenous Peoples Day, which is meant to honor Native Americans and commemorate their history and culture. We got to take part in one special event doing just that this morning at Scottsdale's Museum of the West. Today, two pipes, once belonging to Chief Red Cloud from the Oglala Lakota tribe, were returned to his direct descendant, Chief Henry Red Cloud.
It's going to be a whole healing awareness, and this is a tremendous day, honorable day.
It's been about 150 years that the pipes have been away from the family, and Chief Red Cloud tells us this is all about making sure they have these historical artifacts to pass that history on to future generations.
What they did at the time was put the ceremonial pipes together and said a prayer to the Great Spirit, the great mystery upon 7 generations. Then there was going to be healing balance within all nations. We're all just walking a prayer that they said. Within that, we try to leave a nice trail for the future generations to understand as well as to follow.
Something he feels is especially important on Indigenous Peoples Day.
Having these to come back is significance of cultures coming together, recognizing one another and honoring and giving the respect to each other.
Joining us right now is Navajo Nation President Jonathan Nez. And President Nez, why is this celebration important?
Hey, good evening, Javier. And the importance of this event is to share our culture, our tradition, and our way of life, and also to magnify the resilience of Indigenous peoples throughout the country. We have contributed great things to the United States of America. Of course, every day is Indigenous Peoples Day for us as Native Americans, but today is a national day to commemorate and to honor our past leaders. And it's great to be here in downtown Phoenix to share our culture, share our ways to all 5 Finger Beings. And we appreciate everybody for coming out to the Indigenous Peoples Day, Phoenix.
President Nez, there are people out there who refuse to commemorate this day, saying this is Columbus Day. What would you say to them?
Well, Columbus, in our textbooks, we learned that Columbus, discovered the Americas. But of course, as we all know by now, Indigenous peoples were already here. So this type of event, Indigenous Peoples Day, we get to share our history with others out there. And of course, sometimes it takes time for people to recognize these changes that are occurring throughout the country. But you see many states, you see many municipalities, jurisdictions out there changing from Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. And today, we were in Flagstaff, Arizona, and celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day, and now down in Phoenix. It'll take time, but of course, it's all about coming back together, especially through a trying time as COVID-19. We get to celebrate with our family and our friends here in Phoenix, Arizona, and all across the country.
Great speaking with you. Thank you very much for taking some time tonight, President Nez.